young man, you need a mask on. Over your nose. Thank you. You may now participate. It to win it. All right. Do we have everyone? Is your brother in the bathroom? Should I page him? Keikoa, please come. You are not Keikoa. He is back from the bathroom. Woo! We've been waiting for you. Is everyone here? Anyone? Oh, we're missing some people. Where's Colin? Calling on Colin. Calling on Colin.
Calling on Colin.
No
Calling
Colin? Is Colin in the bathroom? You know,
yes,
I'm not.
He's in the bathroom.
He is in the bathroom.
We'll give him some time.
We'll give him some time.
Yeah.
Before I go and check in. Oh, wait,
No,
I can't.
no, you don't need.
You
no.
have to go. So, everyone have fun?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yes? No. Miley. Miley says she did not have
fun.
fun.
No, Miley,
oh, no,
why?
No. That's very sad.
Yeah,
Okay.
good.
Well,
it was fun.
Are we ready to start? Yeah? Do we have our sound man? I can't see him below. Oh, there you go.
There's Caleb.
Yay,
Everyone say hi, Caleb. Hi, Caleb.
All right, Caleb, are you ready to cue? Ready for the first song? Woo. It's a song that's on the shirts.
Really?
It's about, this.
Power.
That does this. That does this.
Hey,
No, Jesus' power pulls us through.
I get it.
Dang, high school is not teaching. All right, everyone up. Did you remember this? Woo-hoo!
We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us bold and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey. There's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. You make us know, and we stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. We're off on this journey. There's no looking back. With Jesus to lead us, we're on the right track. Oh, 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 oh. Wide open spaces for wide open eyes. We're looking ahead for the next big surprise. Oh, 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 oh. We trust in you, Jesus. You're all that we need. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. You give us hope and life that's forever. We stand together. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. Your power will pull us through. We're trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you. We're trusting in you. Trusting in you.
Good job. Good job. All right, we have a couple special guests
Oh,
that
boy.
we are going to bring on up.
Hi, everybody. I'm Auntie Kathy, and this is Mr. Jeff. Oh, and I'm going to introduce him to actually introduce this year's missions project for Crossroads, Camp Crossroads 2021. Okay, every year we always partner with an organization that's doing good in the world and trying to spread the love of Jesus. So Mr. Jeff is going to share with us what our project is going to be this year, okay?
Hi, kids. So were any of you here back in June at the missionary Wednesday night when Pastor Salenga came? Were any of you here and listened to them? Great, great. Well, I grew up in Congo, Africa, and I'm friends with Pastor Salenga and his wife, Claudine. Does anybody know where Africa is? Everybody knows where Africa is? You want to hear what my African name is? My African name is Jeff Liabina Mundoki Matata. But my real name is Jeff Eels, so you can call me Mr. Jeff. That's a lot of words. Liabina Mundoki Matata. Okay, so I want to share about Pastor Salenga and his wife. They have a ministry that impacts thousands of people, and the ministry name is called the Tabitha Center. And Tabitha is in the Bible. She's in Acts, and she was a very, very hardworking woman and worked very hard in the church. And so they try to follow that same model. And Tabitha was a good example, and they want the girls that go through the program to follow what she did. The center helps these girls, and a lot of them don't have parents, and they don't have opportunities to go to school, and most of them are teenagers. And the program is about 9 months long, so it's pretty hard. And a lot of them have to learn how to read or write. Now, do all of you guys get to go to school and learn how to read or write? Okay. Well, there's girls who are teenagers. They're like 15 years old, and they never got to go to school, and they don't know how to read or write. And that's really, really hard for them to be able to get a good job. So the Tabitha Center teaches them how to read and write. That way, they can read the Bible. They also learn a job skill. And some of them learn how to braid hair, and a lot of you girls probably do that. And others is how to work in a hotel. And they need to learn basic things like, who knows which side of the plate you put your fork? Is it the left side or the right side? Do you know? Well, these girls don't know that, but they get to learn that, and so that way they can get a job in a restaurant or a hotel. And the biggest thing that they teach them is how to sew, because they have to make clothes. And so they really, really work hard teaching them how to sew and use a sewing machine. And then they graduate from their program, and they have to actually go out and work before they can actually get a real job. So it's really, really important for them to learn how to read and write so they can read the Bible. And then all the programs work with them to teach them about God. And it's very, very important for that. So I understand that you guys are going to be trying to raise some money for the missions project this week, and that's great because that's going to help all these girls in the program learn how to make a better life. And the money that you guys raise is going to help buy Bibles and sewing machines and big pieces of cloth so that they can sew and make dresses and shirts and whatnot. And a lot of you have Bibles at home, don't you? Almost everybody. Some of you might have more than one Bible in your house. Well, guess what? A lot of these girls have never even had the money to buy a Bible, okay? So again, this is great that the money you're going to raise will help do that. So I'm really happy and excited that Camp Crossroads is going to choose Tabitha Center this year as their missions effort. And so I'm really hoping that you all work really hard and do extra chores and raise money so we can help so many girls and so many people over in Africa. So thanks again. I'm really excited, and I can't wait until the end of the week to see how you guys did. Now, what we want to do now is show a quick video just so you can see what one person's impact was, okay? What the Tabitha Center did for one girl and how it changed your life. And then hopefully all of your efforts this week is going to help somebody else. So here you go.
My name is Mary and I'm 21. Before I come here in the Globe of Fingerprints, I didn't know how to write or to read. But since I joined the program, I can read and I can write also. If I know how to read, know how to write and to sew, I can become a big designer here in Kinshasa, and by that I can help my family. Before I was sad because I was asking to myself, how can I study? Because I didn't have a father who can pay my fees. But when I heard about Global Fingerprints, I was very happy to join it. I came here to study, to learn, and it's a very, very great thing I can have in my life. I became a good follower of Jesus. Before, I couldn't read the Bible because I didn't know how to read. But now I can read the Bible, and all that words can change my life. I become a new creation of God.
Okay, guys, so you guys can see just a story of one person whose life was changed by the Tabitha Center. I think it was Ronald Reagan who said, we cannot help everyone, but everyone can help someone, right? And that's what we're going to really be focusing on doing this week together as a church and through Camp Crossroads. So I'm going to give you guys instructions. So how are we going to do that? How are we going to raise money to buy Bibles for people in the Congo? How are we going to raise money to buy sewing machines like you saw in the video? And how are we going to raise money to pay for cloth that is used to make the beautiful dresses that you saw in the video as well, okay? So you guys are all going to get a little special burlap sack like this, and your crew leaders are going to give this to you at the end of the day today to take home. And inside is a really important piece of paper that I hope you will open, and you will have your parents read this with you because it tells them and your whole family about the mission that we're supporting this week and all the different ways that you can help and raise money. So when you take this home, okay, have some ideas in here. You could do some chores, some extra chores. Maybe you can have a lemonade stand. Maybe you could bake cookies. There's all different creative ways I know that you guys can think of to raise money and bring the money that you raise and put it in the burlap sack and bring it every evening on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And what we're going to do is actually have a competition to a friendly competition, and we typically do boys versus girls, right? We're actually going to do something a little bit different this year. We're going to split up crews, and it's going to be crews 1, 3, and 5 as the red team. So raise your hand if you're crew 1, crew 3, crew 5. You guys are red team. Let's hear it. Red team, red team, red team. Okay, so if you are 1, 3, 5, you guys are red team. Okay, let me see the hands of crews 2, 4, and 6. All right, you guys are blue team, blue team, blue team. Okay, so let's find out by Friday. Every day, you're going to be earning money and bringing it to church, and we're going to count how much the red team is raising. And we're going to count all the coins and the dollars and all the checks and see how much the blue team is raising. And we're going to keep giving you updates on who is raising more every single day. And by the end, we'll have an ultimate winner of who raised the most money for the Tabitha Center in the Congo. And so the way that we're going to show you that every day to see how you guys are doing, and if red team is ahead or blue team is ahead, if you look all the way over there, it's spotlighted right now, you see the Rocky Railway train station where Auntie Lily is. And you see the blue train and the red train. Those aren't just trains that were made by some of the kids here at Crossroads. They are actually there for you to put all your coins and your money into there every evening when you come. The first thing you do when you come is you're going to put all of those in there, and then we're going to collect and count in those trains, okay? And if you point over there, Lily, you can see the blue and the red train at the very end of the track. We're at the start of the track, right? We're starting from the beginning because everyone's at 0 right now, right? No one's raised any money yet, but every day we're going to count, and the trains are going to move along the track. And as you raise money, you're going to keep going towards the train station. And the first person to the train station, whoever is winning, right, has the higher total, will get to the train station first, okay? So if you want to help your team, red team or blue team win, what do you need to do? You need to go home and do extra chores, and you're going to fundraise, and you're going to think of creative ways. You're going to dig through the couch cushions, and you look for coins. You're going to look under the chair of your car seat. All these different places where change is hiding, collect them and put them in here and bring them to church every night, okay? And we are going to help raise money for the Bibles, the sewing machine, the cloth, and we're going to make a difference in the Congo, okay? So every evening, always head over there with your money, and you will get to put it there, and you can learn more about the Congo there. We have all kinds of pictures and more information there as well. And you know what's neat? The parents. Your parents are going to get a chance on Sunday to match what you guys have raised by Friday. So if you guys raise like $500 by Friday, on Sunday we're going to say, can you match what the children have raised? Can you raise $500 too? And I bet you anything, they will double what you guys raise on Friday, okay? So let's work hard every day, and remember always to take this home and to bring it back every day. And to make it a little more exciting, okay, whoever raises the most money, red team or blue team, by Friday, we're going to be giving a special prize. I'm going to tell you what it is, but the team that raises the most money by Friday gets a special prize, okay? No, I can't tell you. That's a secret. That would take all the fun out of it, okay? So in the hopes that your team will win the prize, what are you going to do? Help your team win by bringing in the most change and coins and whatever it is every day, okay? Are there any questions? Claire. So you make sure before you drop it in that you think, am I red team or am I blue team? And you know what? On the boxes tonight, we're going to put crew numbers, 135, 246, so you know for sure. Good question. Last one. What if you tied? That would be at Crossroads first, because we have never had a tie in the history of our fundraising. If it happens, we'll figure it out. Okay? All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Auntie Kathy. That is awesome. All right, so we are going to watch. Just keep your eyes up on the screen. So we're going to watch some cool people. No, we're yes.
Today, we explored a true story from the Bible. The Bible is God's special word for us. We traveled back to when the early church was just starting to grow, to a town called Damascus. There was a man named Saul who didn't like Christians. I mean, he really didn't like Christians. Saul was kind of a big bully when it came to Christians. In fact, he wanted to arrest any Christians he found and put them in chains. A lot of Christians were afraid of Saul. One of those Christians who was afraid of Saul was a guy named Ananias. Ananias had heard of all the terrible things Saul had been doing. Ananias wanted to hide from Saul. But God had a different idea. You can read all about it in the book of Acts, chapter 9. God told Ananias to go to Straight Street, where Saul was staying, and lay his hands on him so Saul could see again. Why would God ask him to do such a hard thing? You see, On his way to Damascus, Saul had seen a bright light shine down from heaven. And he heard a voice saying,
Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me?
It was Jesus talking. Jesus told Saul to go to Damascus and wait. When Saul got up from the ground, he couldn't see. He was blind. His friends led him to the city, where Saul waited and prayed to God. Meanwhile, Ananias was trying to decide whether to obey God and go help Saul. But Ananias was scared. God was asking him to do a really hard thing. But we know that Jesus' power helps us do hard things. So Ananias went to Saul and laid hands on him. Instantly, Saul could see again.
Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
Trust Jesus. Woohoo! Awesome, awesome. So who remembers where in the Bible that came from? All right. So many people. Go ahead. Those are some great numbers. There were some 1s and 14s in there, but I love your effort. What book in the Bible was it? Miley? Philippians. And
That's
what
100%
chapter?
correct.
Claire.
4:13. No?
Yeah.
3? No, it's 4:13.
Yeah.
Good job. Claire.
Yeah. Good job. And who remembers what it says without reading? We can give you hints, like reading it.
Why don't we all
Why
do
don't
it
we all
together?
do it together?
Yeah.
Okay. For what? For
I
I can
can
do
do
everything
everything
in
through
Christ
who
who
gives
gives
me
me
strength.
strength. Okay, so remember that. Good job. Good job.
Wow.
I think we were expecting someone.
We are?
We-
Oh, yeah. I know we were going to, go through our dismissal. We had notes. So while we're waiting to. Oh, wait. Is that Ananias? Ananias, come on up
Oh
here,
my
friend.
goodness. It's like he traveled through time.
Wait, Ananias.
Our church is amazing.
I just got back from seeing Saul.
Whoa. Wait, but I thought you were too afraid to see Saul.
Well, I was afraid, but my friends here helped me remember that Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
Trust Jesus. So, what happened?
Well, like God said, I went to the house over on Straight Street, and I met Saul. I saw him. He was blind, and he hadn't eaten for 3 days, but he was still kind of scary.
Ananias, what did you do?
Well, I listened to God. I prayed for him, and I said, Brother Saul, Jesus, who appeared to you on the road, sent me to you so that you can see again and be filled with the Holy Spirit. And I laid my hands on his shoulders, and then bam! These things like scales fell from his eyes, and he could see again.
Oh my gosh, that is incredible.
I know, right? And right after that, he got baptized, and we had a meal together, and then I just came here to share the good news with you guys.
Oh my gosh. Are you talking about the same Saul that I know? Oh my gosh, it sounds like God has some big plans for Saul.
I think so too. I think God has some big plans for Saul, just like he has big plans for all of us here. And I know we can do it because Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
Trust Jesus. Oh my. Thank you, Ananias.
Yeah. Well, I better get going, but thank you, all of my friends, for helping me out and helping me remember that Jesus' power helps us do hard things.
Trust
Jesus.
Jesus. All right, everyone, say goodbye to Ananias.
Bye.
Bye, Ananias.
Oh my goodness. Talk about a God sighting.
What? A
What?
God sighting?
That
Wait,
was like a God
hang
sighting.
on. I have to reach for my handkerchief here. Achoo.
Oh, goodness. That is not a God sighting.
It's a bracelet. It says watch for God on it. In fact,
I probably can't ever take this off of my wrist ever again, but yes, it will remind me for the rest of my life.
so you know what we're going to do? Auntie Lily, why don't you go ahead? It says watch for God. What does that mean?
Well, that's a God sighting. So, what does that mean? This is where we need your help, each and every one of you, starting tomorrow. We want you guys to share God's sightings. We are going to bring the microphone to you and have you tell us what awesome thing God has done. It could be something as awesome as a rainbow that you see, or a hummingbird that's flying around, to something totally cool that happens, okay? So that's a God sighting, and we want to hear from you guys starting tomorrow night, okay?
Wow, that's amazing. So everyone, go to your crew leader. Crew leaders, hold out your bracelet like this. When you give it to your crew, go ahead and say, I'm so glad God chose you for my crew.
Chose.
Chose you for my crew.
Chose.
Do that right
Did you
now.
not hear
Take out,
that?
take
I
out
didn't
your
hear
green
aloud.
God sighting bands.
Oh,
I
okay, we're gonna
noticed
have
some
to
of you
take them
already have
off.
it on.
Take them off, and we have to do this right.
Yes. All right. Everyone together. I'm so glad God chose you for
That
my
God
crew.
chose. Okay, you guys aren't getting it. Chose. Chugga, chugga, chose.
You know what, Auntie Lily? I'm super excited for the bracelets this year.
I am.
Because these bracelets actually glow in the
They
dark.
glow in the dark.
So tonight, when you're going to bed and the room is dark, you'll see that little bracelet glowing you, reminding you that there's light in darkness. And you can be reminded to watch for God when you wake up the next morning.
Ooh. God sightings.
So exciting.
So this will help you remember, okay? So we want you to make sure that you come and tell us. You have those little train things, too, that you can even write down. Cool God sightings. And then we're going to put them all over the wall. This is going to be your time where you can actually put things on the wall and not get in trouble.
And then everyone will be able to see what our God sightings are.
Absolutely. We're so excited about that.
You know, we've done a lot of talking. I think let's do a little bit more
think
dancing.
We have one more song. I know we're kind of running along, parents, but we're going to get them hyper so
More
we can
dancing.
send them home.
Dance, dance, dance.
You're
dance.
welcome. So,
But don't
do you
forget.
guys know your left from your right? Okay, raise your left hand. I'm doing a test to see.
Good.
Your other left. That's okay. I was checking my 5th grade sons to make sure they know. How about your right side? And then I'm going to need to see if you have good listening skills, because there are 2 times in the song where it tells you to either stop or freeze, and I'm going to give you instructions on what to do. It could be superhero pose. It could be silly face. It could be a letter. We want to see how creative. So, get on up, and we are going to do our last song, the Power Shuffle.
I feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power. Yeah, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power. Yeah, God's power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. 'Cause God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn it around and move to the right. 1, 2, 3. Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jumps back, but you better look back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now freeze.
Superhero pose!
And everybody clap your hands. Now stop.
Funny face.
Feel it in the air right now. It's all around, I see it everywhere. It's the power. Yeah, yeah, God's power. It's the power to move any star. It's the power to heal your broken heart. It's the power. Yeah, God has power. So don't hold back, no, don't hold still. God is here and He is real. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Turn it around and move to the right.
1, 2, 3.
Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front.
1, 2, 3, 4.
The tiny.
4 jumps back, but you better look back.
1,
Do
2,
it all again
3.
right now. Take 4 steps to the left, to the left.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Turn it around and move to the right.
1, 2, 3.
Now take tiny little jumps forward to the front.
Tiny.
1,
Tiny.
3,
Tiny.
4 jumps back, but you better
Look
look
back.
back.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now freeze.
Superhero
And
pose.
everybody clap your hands.
Awesome.
Now stop.
And we're just going to stop. Good job. All right. That was great. That was great.
Gosh, that was so fun and exciting. As you go out those 2 doors, you're going to get a little snack that you get to take home with you. Remember, you're going to take home that snack, and also make sure you have your mom or your dad with you when you go out to get that snack. And again, that's right through those back 2 doors. And I think we're going to see you tomorrow, right?
We hope to see you tomorrow.
Woo!
And we hope to have someone open up in prayer, and we hope to have tons and tons of God's sightings.
All right.
And parents need to sign out
Parents,
the young
come on
ones.
and make sure you sign out your young ones.
And thank you. Thank you. We'll see you
Thank
guys
you.
tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.